Hey guys, it's State of Soccer. We're back for another episode ranking the EFL badges. We did League 2 last episode, and we made some controversial comments here. And EFL Girl was just saying she believes League 1 is going to be even more controversial. What are your initial thoughts about this list, EFL Girl?
There's some big clubs on there, big clubs with a lot of history, and there are also some absolutely shocking badges. So I think we're going to annoy some people with this ranking, but I'm excited for it.
We're very excited for this. If you guys didn't catch League 2, I'll definitely tag that video in this video, so you can check that out. And let's get started. I'm going to start off, EFL Girl, with the first one that just kind of catches my eye because it's super yellow, and it's not Brewers. We'll go to that one. I'm going to do Oxford United. I think I kind of like this one. It's strange to me. It's a little odd. But I don't think it's playoff. I don't think it's promoted zone. And just like the League 2 video, the table is exactly how League 1 table goes. We have the promotion zone, the playoff zone where they'll fight it out, danger zone, and relegated. I'm going to put Oxford United as mid, personally.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's not bad enough to be bad, but also it's a bit strange to be nice. It's very clear.
Yeah. We'll admit it.
I don't hate it.
And just to chime in real quick, so you guys know, at the very end of this, EFL Girl and I will be able to swap any of the badges. It doesn't matter if we're going to automatically promote them or send them to the playoffs. And then the two of us will agree on one club that will get promoted from the playoffs. So stay tuned for that. All right, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to put Fleetwood Town FC with their big anchor in the playoffs.
I love that badge.
It's great.
I love Fleetwood Town. I don't know. That's another. Wycombe in League 2 was always like my FIFA club. The other one was Fleetwood Town.
You do know are they rivals? They're like right next to each other.
I just love like the badges. I like the incorporation of like obviously a water, right on the water. Yeah. So you said playoffs. I agree with that.
Yeah. It's a nice badge, nice and clear, very different.
I think it's one of the finest badges in all of English football, personally.
Wow, bold. Are you wanting them promoted instead? I see where this is going.
Wait till the end. Another badge I really like is Charlton Athletic. I think London club. I like the sword. I like the colors. Man, I'm looking at the other ones though. To throw them into the playoffs might be aggressive, but it's not like we're promoting them right now. I'm going to put them in the playoffs for now. Okay,
slightly aggressive, but
they have a history. It's a big club.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Yeah, they're probably too big to be in League 1, really. But that aside, the badge is okay. Is it as good as Fleetwood's? No, in my opinion. But yeah, they can go there. I might be rearranging this, but they can go there for now.
Yep, you have one chance to rearrange anything you want.
I'm trying to take my bias aside here. Obviously, we've just done a season in League 1 against a lot of these clubs. There's one club that I will avoid because they would just be out in non-league if I were to put them in the table. I'm going to go with Barnsley, and I'm going to put them in. I'm struggling between relegated and danger zone here.
Now, which one? I don't even see Barnsley.
So they're the first one.
Oh, right there. Yep.
Yeah. Which probably says a lot because it's just there's so much going on that you can't actually tell which badge they are. You know what? I'm gonna put them in the danger zone.
Danger zone Barnsley. You did a Barnsley video. I remember that one.
I did do a Barnsley video. That was an absolutely horrible game for us. And it was almost called off as well because there was just so much snow. And to be honest, I probably would have preferred that it was called off and played a bit later on when we had some players a bit. Although it doesn't really matter now. And that kind of makes it such a good season if you're losing like 5-1 to Peterborough and losing massively to Barnsley away, and then you still win the league. You can't really complain.
Was Barnsley the one that you were shitting on the mascot in the club shop? Was he the dog, Barnsley?
Yeah, I think it was.
I think it was that
there was another one that I was doing a similar thing. Barnsley wouldn't let me film in their club shop either. So someone came in, some like random security guard on the door.
Yeah. I'm going to show that clip right now, what you said. That was hilarious. I remember that one.
Situated inside, you will find the club shop. Apparently, Loves aren't allowed to record in the club shop, but f*** you, Barnsley. I'm going to bring it to you anyway. 3 out of 10 for the club shop.
Yeah. And I was kind of like, really? I'm literally just filming a shirt. Like, what's so good about Barnsley that you're not going to let me film in your shop? Madness. So yeah, I mean, I don't hate Barnsley. In some ways, I was kind of rooting for them to go up with us. But the badge is absolutely terrible.
Danger zone.
I mean, there's a lot of history there. They're obviously a very industrial town, and I get that. But no, 2 people on the badge, no.
All right, I'm gonna go with Bristol Rovers. This badge is just bizarre to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the guy standing on top of the football. 1883. That's the year that my Major League Baseball team in Philadelphia, the Phillies, were founded. Fun fact. So I like 1883. I also like the blue and the white, but the yellow once again is just very random. And the guy, he looks like a pilgrim or something. I don't know what he is.
Oh, that's controversial.
Why is that controversial?
Because the Pilgrims are Plymouth, and
Well, I know that.
Bristol Rovers were, aside from Exeter, our closest kind of rivals, I guess you could say, geographically last season. It's still 2 hours away from Plymouth, but it's the second closest club last season for us. So we don't like Bristol Rovers.
Did this guy drive the Pilgrims out? Maybe this guy up here in the crest.
Well, he did a good job of it last season, didn't he?
Yeah. Let's put him. I'm gonna put this guy in the danger zone.
Yeah.
Or relegate. I'm gonna relegate him. I'm actually just gonna relegate it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. There are some really bad badges to come though.
We could swap any. Lincoln City, I'm coming for you.
Yeah. Well, on that note, let's put Lincoln straight in the relegation zone.
Yeah, it's just gross.
It's an imp, and they're called the Imps. So I think it's like one of the gargoyles, like on one of their buildings in the town or something as well. Why he's hurt his leg, I don't know. Like, what's
he
trying to
missing a
do?
leg?
Is he holding it in his hand though? It's like is he doing a little dance? Has he broken his leg? Are they that bad that he's broken his leg? I don't know. Yeah, no, absolutely, just worst badge in the EFL for me. And I know I've really annoyed a lot of Lincoln City fans last season, and I'm going to continue to do it for no reason. I don't dislike the club, but they've got a terrible badge.
Terrible badge. I agree with that. I'm going to go with Derby County in the next one, because I think of all the badges we've seen, similar to Salford, it's interesting. There's no text on this badge, but you kind of instantaneously know who they are. I don't know if they were in the Premier League in like the mid 2010s, right around there, and then they got
They're a huge club.
Big club. I know Wayne Rooney was their coach recently before coming to MLS, DC United. I want to put it in the playoffs. I like this badge actually.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I don't disagree. I
can't see him in there. They're there. I promise you.
Yeah.
They really don't want to get promoted.
I don't disagree with you there. It's almost an iconic badge. You can kind of recognize it. It doesn't need the text. It doesn't need a roundel. It doesn't need anything. Putting my bias aside there, really biting my tongue. But yeah, they can go playoffs.
Yeah, they are. You can see them now. All right, you're up.
It's my turn. I am going to go. Gosh, there's only one more team to get relegated, isn't there?
I'm saving the controversial one. I'm trying to play like the old maid where it's the last one and you're stuck with them.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm playing like Connect 4 or something, and I need to like just go with it. You
just want to handle it.
Exeter are getting relegated. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's one spot left, and I can't be a Plymouth fan and not put them in there.
All right, Exeter's relegated. That's the end of the story.
As long as you don't veto that decision. I might not be back for the next episode if that gets vetoed.
There are some weird ones in here too. Like, I don't know what's happening with Cambridge United. With it almost, is it like a clock or is it smokestacks? It kind of looks like a stopwatch or something.
Yeah. So, it's a football with a little castle behind it or something. Is it a castle?
It could be a castle. It's a very poorly drawn castle.
I'm trying to remember if there was a castle in the town. I think I was very drunk after the game when I was walking back through the town, so I'm not sure what I saw and didn't see. But yeah, agreed. It's not a good badge. I think, to be honest, if we could relegate about 10 teams from this division based purely on their badges, then we would be doing all right.
League One, League Two had better badges in my opinion.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
There's some absolute shockers here, and that is one of them.
I think they're relegated. I hate to. I'm gonna look at everyone else left on the table because Brewers is just terrible too. I don't know what that. I'm gonna put them in the danger zone just because some of the other ones are so bad that.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair to them.
Shall we segue straight into the Burton Albion badge? Because
let's do Burton. Yeah.
Yeah. They're the brewing town. That's where beer comes from in their eyes, arguable. But the fact that the guy has a beer belly and he's playing football, like...
I mean, that's kind of cool now that I look at it. I didn't realize that's what it was.
No, it's not okay. No, I mean, there are hard
There's
teams
a lot of
play.
guys out there who play football with a beer belly, you know?
Yeah, and there are a few in League One. And yeah, they're a hard team to play against. I mean, we struggled last season against them.
This is personal.
They do have a really good selection of beer in their stadium, actually, even in the away end. So I'll give them that.
Or a pint for £4. Guinness, Madry, Carling, obviously, all on tap.
But this badge is absolutely disgusting. I
mean,
can we relegate them?
Word.
Can we relegate them, please? It's terrible.
Say the word. They're relegated.
Thank you.
They might, but the beer belly might sway me at the end of the episode. They might.
I wish I'd never highlighted that now.
They might make some moves later on. We'll see. Stay tuned.
Spotted the mascot, Billy Brewer, before the match. Sorry, mate. You're getting a 0 out of 10. Terrible.
Portsmouth. I love this badge. I think this is a really cool badge. I know, that's the South Coast in England. So we're kind of talking, how far is that from Plymouth?
So, fun fact, I lived in London and I now live up north. And I obviously tell everyone that I'm from Plymouth because I don't sound like I'm from these places that I live in. And literally at least 50% of people will then default and think I'm from Portsmouth, which really does my head in, because they're on the other sides of the coast. So Plymouth is southwest and Portsmouth is just south. If you're driving there from Plymouth, probably about 3 hours away. But we have a big rivalry with them. It's a kind of dockyard derby, as we call it, battle of the ports. We don't like them very much. That's all I will say. But to give it to them, it's a very good badge.
I mean, I'm looking at the rest of the badges here, and wow, this is tough because I don't think that they're not promotion territory for sure. But the other badges are just so, as you say, shocking. They're awful. I'm going to occupy the last playoff spot with Portsmouth.
Okay, I was about to say you could promote them, but there you go.
They might get promoted.
And that took a lot for me to say. So
later on, that means a lot, actually, if you're willing to say that.
Exactly. You know what? I'm going to pick one out here that I will promote straight away, and that's going to be Bolton Wanderers.
I love Bolton's badge.
It's iconic.
Big club.
Again, takes a lot for me to say that because they beat us in the Papa John's Trophy final last season. We didn't even turn up for the game. And I travelled back up north with a load of Bolton fans on my train, and I was sat there stuck in an Argyle shirt with an Argyle flag that I couldn't do anything with. So that was a bit embarrassing. But to be fair, they're a big club. They deserve better things than League One. And
I mean, was the Bolton fans, were they nice to you at least, or were they?
I mean, if I was a man, I probably would have had a banning order before I'd got off the train. There was, I mean, it probably in that sense helps that I'm a woman, but I got tripped over by a Bolton flag when I was trying to get a beer from the train because I just couldn't bear it anymore. I thought I'm gonna have to do it, and the catering carriage was literally 4 carriages away from the one that I was sat in, and I didn't know it when I made that decision. And I thought I'm just gonna have to get myself a drink here because this is unbearable. Because there was just a load of old Bolton fans like on the table like behind me, and I could just hear them like the whole time. And they were making little comments or like deliberately walking past and like asking if I'm all right. And then I walked all the way through 4 carriages of Bolton fans to get a beer, and then on the way back as well. And I tripped over a flag. They tried to trip me over about 5 times. Didn't quite work, and only one team got promoted in the end as champions, and it wasn't them. So
despite all that, you're putting that says a lot about the badge.
Yeah,
it's all about the badge here. We're not talking about our feelings are towards these clubs. Yes. So the badge,
I'm trying to put those aside for sure.
Yeah, I respect that.
It's a good badge, very good badge.
I'm gonna do Reading next. I stopped in Reading real quick. Actually, I was in Southampton going back to London, and we stopped in Reading on the way there. I didn't really get to see the town at all, but I was like, okay, this is Reading. This is where it is. And I think the badge is kind of cool. Like, I like the badge personally. The circular. I like their jerseys, their kits. I think it almost looks like a carriage and a lion, possibly on the badge.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It's tough to see, so that would be points off. And I see this is tough now because we have the playoff set. I'm gonna put them as I'm gonna put them as mid. They have to be mid because they can't go in the playoffs, and I don't feel comfortable promoting them with Wigan, with Wycombe, with some of these other clubs on here, which I think the badges are kind of nice. Interesting.
I feel like this is going to be a big disagreement league. I probably would have put them in the danger zone, but
really, okay. Who you feeling next?
Let's go with Blackpool. I keep getting drawn to it.
Yeah.
I am gutted that they got relegated from the Championship last season because it's a really close game to where I live, and they actually have a hotel inside the stadium. So my idea was I could go and check out the hotel and go to the game, and that's all gone to crap. So a bit gutted about that. I mean, there's a lot of history to the badge. There's a lot going on there. It's the only tangerine badge in the league as well, which is quite cool. But I don't quite like it with the white background and no kind of like, I think it needs more to encompass it. I'm kind of sticking between mid and danger zone here. I might. I'm trying
mid and danger zone. Okay.
I'm trying to review what else we've got. I mean, there's some really bad ones still. I might be
being really nice to these clubs so far, I feel like.
I know. Maybe I'm overcompensating. There's a few clubs that I've not been nice to. I'd probably put them in the danger zone.
Danger zone for Blackpool? I think Blackpool is a pretty big club, but their crest is kind of shit. Like, I don't think it looks that good. They could do a better job.
Yeah. I think I like the tangerine-ness of it, because that's their colour, but that's
about it.
Too nice to them. Yeah, danger zone.
Wycombe Wanderers. There's a couple weird things about this badge. I like the colours a lot, personally. I like the light blue with that kind of royal navy blue, and the white border. Is that like a goose, or what is that?
I think it might even be a swan.
It's a swan, but has like chains coming out of it.
I think we're going to get a lot of Wycombe fans like giving us the right bird that it is, but I don't know what it is.
Doesn't.
But the one thing that annoys me with this badge is, why is the whatever bird it is wrapped up in chains?
It's weird.
Surely it should be like breaking out of the chains, like flying away. Like, it's basically saying that we're Wycombe Wanderers and we know that we're shit. Even our bird in the badge is like caught in chains. Like,
all right, this is my review. But I was gonna say all the same things personally, because I feel like it is.
Yeah, sorry.
It could be breaking out of the chains though.
I feel like the vibe is I feel like he's succumbed to the chains.
Danger zone. Mm-hmm. That's what I think. I think if you took away the chains, it could be in the playoffs. Personally, just the swan by itself.
I think so too. I like the colours. I think if he was like being a bit more, I'm fucking hell, yeah, I'm breaking from the chains, then I think he could be higher up. But no,
he's chained down in the danger zone.
Yeah, right. Feel sorry for him. Oh gosh, there are some ones on here that I really dislike that I want to get in the danger zone while we have space. There's one space left. Is there one space left? I just
counted. There's 2 spaces left. It's like that inclusive counting where like you got to count. It's so annoying. I hate
yeah, no, I know what you mean. I am going to put Shrewsbury Town in the danger zone, even though I really want to know how you pronounce that for starters. But I'm going to do you a favour if you don't want to try and put them in the danger zone.
I was going to say Shrewsbury Town.
Okay.
That one I do. The one that's toughest for me is Stevenage. Is that Stevenage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Stevenage.
Cool. Well, let's do Stevenage next.
Okay.
It looks like it's like a deer, like a buck in the center.
Mm-hmm.
Are there jerseys? White and red stripes? Stevenage? I don't know.
I'm trying to rack my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I just don't like how you can't see the buck very well. I think it needs to be almost, the background needs to be that red behind it.
Yeah. I agree.
It's a mid badge.
It's not a bad badge.
It's a mid badge. Yeah. That's fair.
Quite nice in some ways. Okay. I am going to go with Carlisle United, and I am going to put them in the mid section as well.
You're not putting them in the danger zone.
No, there's other badges there that I would probably put in the danger zone, to be honest.
Okay. That's true. If you look at the other ones, because the one Leyton Orient is kind of shocking. Like it looks like a child drew it. It doesn't look good.
It's a bit too simple.
Sometimes simple's good, but not in a good way, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
All right, so we have room for one more in danger, and obviously tons of room in the mid-section. I'm looking at the other. It's tough when we do it this way because, other badges can kind of escape. Like, they get away with it, Like, Port Vale just looks, in my opinion, pretty bad. Peterborough, terrible.
It's the pronunciation. It's brilliant.
It's good, right?
Peterborough.
Peterborough. I'm not going to do that one. Leyton Orient. That's correct. That's a good pronunciation there.
Yeah, that was good.
They're occupying the danger zone, in my opinion.
Okay.
Taking the last one.
Yeah, I think there could be more going on in the background of that one.
We actually had the Philadelphia Union had a player from Leyton Orient play for us, oddly enough. Jay Simpson, who was an Arsenal Academy product, played for Leyton Orient, crushed it there, came to MLS, played with the Union, and scored like 1 goal. And then we sent him back, and I think he's back with Leyton again. That's the only thing I know about them. And then I believe they're in London.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're in London. And their stadium is kind of strange because they have loads of flats. like built in. It's in a massive residential area, and if I remember rightly, the people in the apartments that are around the corners of the stadium can actually just watch the game from their windows.
That sounds like a great episode.
Yeah, I really remember this. It was a long time ago.
Airbnb and watched the football match from my Airbnb.
It'd be cool. Make it happen.
And I hate being a YouTuber. It sucks. Like this is on your mind. Why am I like this?
It would be fun though.
It would be fun. It would be fun.
I could be completely wrong there. I mean, it was about 10 years ago that I went to Leyton Orient, but try it.
I'll try it. Sounds like a good episode.
Danger Zone is filled now, isn't it?
Danger Zone is occupied. Yep, 6 in the Danger Zone.
Relegated. Oh gosh.
Well, you can change things up if you want later on.
I'm going to put Port Vale in. Out of the ones that are left, I'm tempted to promote them, even though there's ones in the playoffs that are way better. I quite like the Port Vale badge.
You like the Port Vale? I was shitting on the Port Vale earlier.
I know. I feel like this is going to be very difficult for you. You want them like mid-table or something out.
I was being kind of rough on them. You really look at it, you break it down. I just don't know what the thing I actually don't know what any of the things in their crest are.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the little emblems are, but I quite like it. It's different.
It is. Black and gold too.
Black, gold, and white. They're the only team that aren't named after a place. Yeah, I promote them.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not sure who else you would put up there out of the ones that are left, though.
I was gonna probably say Wigan.
You see, I was leaning towards Wigan, but it also looks. I feel like it needs a bit of an update.
Yeah.
It looks a bit like you've just downloaded Paint and put something together.
Wigan has that random FA Cup title back in I think 2011, 2012. I like that about them, so I'm gonna put them in mid. And I like the badge too. Badge aside, the badge is the most important thing. Has a tree on it, which I think cool. The crown. I like the blue and the white. 2 footballs. Yeah, the 2 footballs. Yeah. Mid's where they're gonna hang out for now. Okay. For now. Possibly.
Okay, interesting. Where have we got space left then? For these guys?
Mid. I think we're just have to. I think they're all mid clubs at this point.
Yeah, stick Peterborough in there.
Peterborough.
Peterborough. That's actually the way you pronounce it is actually their mascot's name, Peterborough, because he's a rabbit. Really? Yeah, he's a rabbit, so he's Peter the Rabbit Burrow.
Okay.
He's away as a
I'm
rabbit.
a big Peterborough guy. I love that mascot. Favorite mascot in the EFL.
Oh, God.
What's the crest on the bottom left? Because
I'm trying to figure this out. This is really
hold on.
Listed out. Cheltenham Town.
It's giving me like Adidas vibes, Olympic vibes, like kind of they're trying to be like really cool here, like 1980s retro a little bit. I don't know. Am I wrong?
I see where they're going with it.
I don't think it's a bad badge.
It's not bad, but it's a little bit basic. And I don't think like with Derby County, they don't have their name on it, but you know the Rams, Derby County. Whereas Cheltenham, Robin, it just doesn't quite match up in my eyes.
They're mid. I mean, they have to be mid at this point.
Yeah. Northampton Town.
This is doing them a lot of justice.
Where have we got
it's just
space?
Mid.
Oh gosh.
It's not fair. Like they should not, in my opinion, they shouldn't be mid. They should be lower.
They should be, but look at all the clubs that are below them as well. Maybe Wycombe Wanderers should be mid and they should be danger zone.
Yeah.
Do a straight swap.
You can swap them. I think we have to put them in mid. Now's the fun part where we do the swap action. So just to reiterate the rules from the beginning, EFL Girl and I can swap one club anywhere. We can automatically promote a team. We can promote a team down to relegate or whatever we want to do. And then playoff teams, the two of us will decide on one club that will get promoted from the playoffs. So do you want to do your swap first?
Yeah, I would do what I just suggested. Wycombe Wanderers up to mid. Northampton come down to the danger zone.
That's fair. I'm going to do something that might set you off here because I don't know. You really like this badge. I feel bad doing this.
Oh, gosh. Go on.
Because I actually, see, I don't know where you're going to go with this because the playoff clubs, I really want one of these guys to get promoted.
There's one clear club in the playoffs that I think should get promoted.
I want to put Fleetwood Town. Fleetwood Town's going to replace Port Vale.
Port Vale.
Port Vale.
No. Okay, yeah, fine. So now gosh.
You like Derby County, don't you?
I don't like them.
No, the badge.
I like the badge, but I don't like the club. So it pains me, but I would probably promote them based on that badge because it's so unique. It's an iconic badge. I know you like Portsmouth, but I couldn't do that. Take that one.
Portsmouth for me. All right. We'll do Derby County.
Okay. Best of a bad bunch, that.
I like this list. I think we did a good job with this one overall. I think justice was served overall with these rankings. You guys comment below if you disagree or agree, which I highly doubt because there's some controversial ones on here. But hit like, subscribe, and next week we'll be diving into the championship clubs. So you guys got to stay tuned for that. Talk to you soon.